Thanks to a practice crash, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was bumped from the pole for Sunday's Daytona 500. Instead, it's Kurt Busch in the one spot, quite appropriate after his Bud shootout win last weekend and yesterday's in the twin qualifier, which got him there to the pole. Now Busch will try to do what no other driver has. Follow up both of those victories with one in the Daytona 500. But first, he joins us here on ESPN First Take. Kurt, did you realize that nobody has done that, has won the Bud shootout and then the twin and then gone on to win at Daytona?
Yeah, my PR rep told me right after we won our qualifying race that nobody's done the trifecta. And, of course, you feel immediate pressure. And then at the same time, you're trying to block it all out and say, hey, we've still got the most important part, which is the Daytona 500. So we have to stay focused and stay true to what we've been doing all week long. Which
has been really impressive because before the shootout last week, you'd never won a restrictor plate race. Now you've won 2 in 2 weeks, essentially. What gives?
It's just the preparation from my guys. This new program that we have with Shell Pennzoil coming on board, driving the number 22 car. We snuck up on a lot of people with just our different look. But at the same time, it's a different style of draft with this 2-car draft. Daytona has been repaved now. It's got so much grip that when you're hooked up in these 2-car drafts, you're 4 seconds a lap faster than when you're by yourself. So you have to be teamed up.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, what's the biggest difference you've noticed on the track so far? It sounds like that's it.
Yeah, you're hooked up in that draft. NASCAR's throwing down some rule changes with restrictor plate sizes, the grill opening size to try to make us overheat. There's different ways to work around it. These teams are smart, and my team at Penske Racing is giving me great equipment, and right now we're one of the only Dodges in the field, so we're hoping to put this Dodge in victory lane, so that way when you have a Dodge, you got to put it in your garage.
Nice, very nice.
I just made that up.
It was good. They might. Hey, they can use it. What's the most important thing? If you had to pick just one thing that you need to do on Sunday to get the win, what do you think that is?
Oh, there's so many things, and it's hard to value which one is more important. But obviously, protecting the race car, making sure we're there at the end, and hooking up in that 2-car draft when it comes down to it. So whether you're the lead car, whether you're the guy pushing, you've got to be up front in that mix with less than 10 laps to go. So my goal is to play it cool and be there at the end.
You've made it very clear, and obviously you're focused on NASCAR, but there are reports of the moonlighting and NHRA drag racing. What's up with those reports?
I've been having a little bit of fun going to the Gator Nationals this year to try to attempt to make the Pro Stock field. So it's intense to do 210 miles an hour in a quarter mile, not here at the big racetrack. So got sponsors on board with Shell and Dodge, and I'm just wanting to challenge myself in a different way and go have some fun with the drag racing boys, but I know it's going to be a big taste of humble pie when I show up down there because those guys are professionals.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you want to get from drag racing that you don't get from NASCAR?
Just the sheer acceleration, the challenge to do something different, you know, to be out there shifting gears, pulling the parachutes, and challenging myself to make the field with the professional groups in the NHRA. It's been just a blast to learn all about something completely different, but yet it's 4 rubber tires and a racetrack, just like what I do.
Yeah, but as you said, yes, completely different, though. This was very different. I read the story about when Kyle got married. You gave his shoes some decoration. Tell everybody about it if they don't know.
Yeah, me and the groomsmen got together. They nominated me because they figured I could pull it off and not get yelled at. But I took his shoes and wrote with a silver pen on the bottom, "Help me." So at this big Catholic wedding, he's got to get up and kneel at the altar. When he's kneeling over, boom, it says "Help me" across his shoes. So first 4 or 5 rows were just laughing at all this fun, and nobody else knew what was going on until the story was told.
Any retaliation yet from him in any way, or perhaps from his wife?
You saw his emotions right afterwards. I'm like, who did this? Who did this? And everybody pointed at me, and he's like, all right, I've been had. So I'm waiting. I'm sure I'm going to get blasted later on.
Well, I'm going to give this up. You were blasting me in the break because our poll question today is, what are you going to watch more of this weekend? And we had the NBA All-Star stuff, college basketball, or the Daytona 500. And I said, I think college basketball. So, I mean, you can blast me now, too, if you want. I told you it's just accumulated time. Could be more college basketball.
Well, I hear you. Yeah, you were on air, and I was just waiting to get my turn in the spot here. And I think the vote is going to be 51% say NASCAR. That way, at least we control the vote, and you will have to chew on some humble pie over there.
That's good. Now, here's my question for you real quickly. Okay, we know you'll be racing in the Daytona 500. Take that out of the mix. College basketball, NBA All-Star stuff. Which one would you be watching more of?
Well, I went to Arizona, so I'm a big U of A fan, and our Wildcats are strong right now, so I'll tune those guys up. But I've got friends in the NBA that play out, and they won't be in the All-Star game, but I do follow both sports. I'm a big sports junkie all the way around. So whether it's baseball, football, college basketball, NBA, hockey, not so much, but I'm digging hockey. Those guys are tough, and they've been out there fighting. That's what they want to see in NASCAR as well. So all around, I love sports. All
right. Well, enjoy this weekend. Good luck in doing what no one has before and picking up the win at the Daytona 500. Thanks for joining us, Kurt.
Thank you. That's the ultimate focus is Sunday's event. Thank you.
Good luck.